Hello everyone, welcome. I am about to apply to Allschool. I've talked about Allschool before, how they're a new company that you can work for if you want to teach online. And I talked about how I was going to apply a while ago, and I didn't actually do it yet. But I am going to record myself going through all the steps of applying and just kind of keep you up to date with my application process. So we're going to do this together, see what happens as I apply, and see what the outcome is. So if you're interested in Allschool, not Outschool, because I do work with Outschool, but if you're interested in Allschool and the application process, then this is a video you will want to watch. So if you're new to my channel, I am an online teacher. Like I said before, I've been teaching for a while online. Before that, I was a classroom teacher. And so my channel is all about teaching online, things that I've used in my classroom, companies that I've worked for, and just, building your online teaching career. So if this is stuff that you are interested in listening to, then please don't let this be the last time you come to my channel. All right, so here is the website. I just typed in Allschool. And this is what it looked like. You can sign up to take classes, or you can teach on Allschool. So I just clicked on that, and now it brought me to this page. And at the top of the page, you can see, it's an average of $50 per hour. If you end up getting hired, and you can sign up as a teacher or an organization. I am going to do teacher, but before I even press on that, I do want to look at About Us, because this is something that you should know. Maybe you didn't see my video about Allschool and some of the benefits and things about Allschool that might be interesting to you, to answer the questions that you might have. So this says it was founded in Singapore. It's an innovative online platform that brings highly interactive live small group classes to children worldwide. It hosts thousands of devoted and talented teachers from different countries and brings a variety of premium live classes to learners at their fingertips, ranging from mathematics, languages, visual arts, to game design. At Allschool, we empower learners explore and pursue interests and advance their academic performances through inspiring and engaging learning experiences. In order to deliver extraordinary experiences for both teachers and learners, Allschool has developed a set of professional and powerful tools specially for online education. Our innovative tools, such as performance rewards and gamified learning, brings in-class interactions to the next level. Learners could completely involve in the classes and acquire knowledge in an enjoyable environment. Classes will be more effective, empowered by the grouping or private instruction functions. Allschool is the learning partner to boost children's lifelong growth. Okay, so wow. A couple things kind of stood out at me while I was reading this. One is in Singapore. So it seems to me that a lot of their students are going to be in Singapore, but that is something to keep in mind when you're thinking about the hours that you can actually teach with them. So, if you're there in Singapore, I'm, in U.S. Time zone, so that means that my classes would have to be early in the morning if I was only teaching to Singapore, or it could be late in the evening too. Something to keep in mind, but I don't know. Those are questions that we need to find out. And then also, I was very interested, this is something that is new to me, the fact that it said gamified learning down here, gamified learning and performance rewards. So I just was under the impression that you designed the classes, and then as a teacher, you would, provide any rewards or games, you would have to design all that stuff. So I'm interested in seeing what this platform actually looks like. Because if they allow you to create lessons that are gamified on their platform, that is super cool. So something to find out more about. So, okay, so now I go down and it says open positions. It says UGC teachers, which are native English speakers with no degree required. Teach self-designed content, set your own pace, size, and time for your classes. Enjoy a 15% promotional commission until June 30th of 2022. That's another reason why I want to start the process now, because as a teacher with Outschool, they take 30% of my classes. So if I could get 15% only taken away, that is really nice. And I know that some teachers, like the first 100 teachers or some number of teachers, they will always be able to keep this promotional commission price. But after they got those certain number of teachers, then it doesn't go to everybody. But I wish I could have been one of those teachers. That would have been lovely. But anyhow, so now it says the PGC teachers, native English speakers, bachelor's degree required. Oh, okay. So there's a difference there. Teach Allschool licensed content. So that means, okay, they're going to provide some content for you. Set your own price, size, and time for your classes. Enjoy 15% commission until June 30th, 2020, just like we said before. And enjoy discounted prices for using Allschool's licensed content until June 30th, 2020. Okay, so they're giving you 2 discounts there. All right, some notes to look at. Okay, I don't really want to go into those notes right now, but I do want to look at this application process that we're about to start on. So number 1, apply to be a teacher. Number 2, upload demo video. Number 3, ID verification. So that's going to probably be my license. I got to give them my license, or maybe if you have a state ID or a passport or something like that, you have that handy. Then a background check, okay? And then number 5, you create a course, and then number 6, you create a class. All right, so that's pretty, straightforward, what I expected. So let's see if there's anything else on this page that is something that we should talk about. Not really. So I'm going to go back up, and now I'm going to press on I am a teacher. All right, so it wants me to fill in this information. Right here, I'm going to go over to my Outschool profile, and I'm going to see if I can use that without having to retype everything right now. The headline. Headline is used for external display. It is a short phrase that describes you as a teacher, former high school math teacher. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm probably gonna get a little bit more creative with that one. But nothing is really coming to me right now. So former kindergarten teacher and reading specialist. Okay, how about that? And reading specialist. Yeah, because I do a lot of reading classes. Personal information. So this is interesting. Current location. Ooh, they have a lot of locations that you can select. Whether or not they will accept you from all these locations or not, I don't know, but I know you have to be a native English speaker, but you can live in a different area. So that's good to know. So this is some more of what they're going to be asking me. I'm going to go through this and get past this section and then show you what I do for the next. Okay, so I decided to work on the application a little bit and then come back afterwards and show you what I actually did, because I ran into some things that were going to take a little bit of time to work on. And I just thought I'd just tell you about it instead of dragging out the video. So I wanted to make sure that you are aware that you need to have a JPEG for your diplomas, for any certificates that you have. You need to have a JPEG for those. And I use my transcripts for my degree because I did not have a copy of my diploma, unfortunately. And then for your resume, you can use a PDF. You will need a PDF for that. And I do highly recommend that after working on your application, you save it as a draft, because if you go away and come back, it could be, all your work could be gone. I went away for too long, and I don't know exactly what point my information was deleted, but my information disappeared. So I had to redo it, and so if I would have saved it as a draft before, even though my window was open, it did not save it. So I could have avoided that if I just saved it as a draft. And yep. And then also I just want to note that the location, they'll ask you for a location, which I thought was a really cool thing. Even though you do need to be a native English speaker, you could be located anywhere. So you could be located, anywhere around the world. They even had my little town outside of Chicago on the location locator, however you want to put it. And I was kind of surprised that they had all those different locations available to choose from, and then the time zone that you will be teaching from. So just a couple things to keep in mind. So now let me kind of briefly show you the end of it. By the end, well, I'll tell you. So this is actually where I made my TESOL certificate into a JPEG. I went to Canva and I used Canva to convert my certificate and transcripts into a JPEG because they were on my computer. You can take a picture if you have a hard copy, but I didn't have one. I mean, I just chose to do it this way. I had a hard copy of one and not the other. So this is how I chose to upload them and store them for future use. So that's how you can do it. That's the way I did it. There might be other ways. I just didn't know that was the way that I came up with. So here is the application. Let me go back up to the top. All right, so I decided for my public teacher name to use just my name, Lena Pittman. Not everybody wants to use their last name. I'm fine with using mine. I did use my description from Outschool that was already on my profile. I ended up doing a headline that said, experienced teacher in the classroom and online. They only give you like that amount of space for your headline, even though it looks like you can go the whole length of that little space. You cannot, so you have to really be selective with the words that you want to use for this headline. It's very short. And then my information, more information, my degrees, the schools that I have worked for, the platforms that I've worked with. I did not use all the platforms that I worked with there. I just chose a few of them, but all of the other information is in my resume that I uploaded, and there is my certificate there, and this is where I saved my draft. And now I'm going to press this to agree to the terms of service. And now I'm going to submit. So at this point, I thought they would automatically let me look at what I would need for my demo video, but nothing's happening. So I'm wondering if they want me to actually make the demo video after they have actually approved everything, and not waste my time making a video and submitting one without actually being approved. So I'm going to wait for them to approve my information and then make a video. I wish I had known, because Yeah, I don't know exactly what type of stuff they're going to want in their video. I don't know if they're going to want you actually teaching a class or if they just want like an introduction about who you are and what your educational background and experience is. I don't know. I don't know which way to go with that. I guess I could do both, like just combine one and then edit it. Um, hmm. I think I might just do that now, and then when they edit the they tell me exactly what I need, then I'll just cut it down and take out the parts that are not needed. Yes, I think I'm going to do that because I'm all prepared to make this video now, so I'm going to make it, and then if it's too much, I'll just cut it down to what they want it to be. Hello everyone, my name is Lena and I'm an online teacher. I have been teaching online for 4 years, and before that I was a kindergarten teacher for 15. Hello everyone. Hi, my name is Miss Lena and let's see who we have here today. Hello Bob. Hi. Hello Sally. Hello. Nice to see you here. Well, let me tell you guys something. Today by my house, it is really cold outside. So I can make a snowman. It's snowing outside. Is it snowing by your house? No? No snow today? Oh, you have snow, Bob. Oh, okay. Yeah. So see, we all have different weather. So when you look in your sky, what do you see? Do you see clouds or do you see the sun? Maybe you have the sun. Is it sunny in your house, out in your sky? It is? Oh, okay, so you have sunny weather today. Or maybe you have rainy weather. Does anybody have rainy weather? No, no rainy weather today? Oh, okay. All right, but we all have different weather, right? Yeah, but it is cold by my house. Very cold. Well, that's good. And you know what? What day is it today? Anybody know what day it is today? Oh, is it Saturday or Sunday? Oh, those are good guesses. Today is Monday. Do you see that? It says Monday. Mm-hmm. That's Monday. And let's say the letters that we see in Monday. Can you say them with me? Monday. Yes, Monday. Awesome. Very good. And this color is orange. Now let's look at the next thing. These are all the days of the week. And do you see Monday? Oh, yes, Monday is right here. It's orange. There's Monday right there. So I have a song for the days of the week, and I like to teach it to you. All right? I'm going to point with my pointer to the days, and I'm going to sing the days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, just like that. Every time we'll sing it, you'll get to know it even more. So we'll keep practicing, and pretty soon you'll know the whole thing. All right, you guys. So next, let's talk about our letter for today. Today, we're talking about this letter. Anybody know what this letter is? V. That's right. It's a V. V sounds like V. Can you say that? V. Yep, very good, very good. And there's a big V here, big V, and then there's a little b, little v right here, a little v. All right, so V sounds like V. So let's look at some words that have the V sound in them, okay? What do you see? A vest. This is a vest. Yeah, a vest is like a jacket with no sleeves, right? And here is the V at the beginning of vest. Can you see me circling it with my little red dot? Good. All right, so that's a vest. V is for vest. Now look at this. The dog is wearing a vest. Silly dog. And it looks like he's trying to pretend like he's sleeping. Yeah, he was a silly dog. Okay, look at this. What do you see? A vacuum. Yes, this is a vacuum. And if you can see, I'm circling the V in vacuum. Vacuum. There's a V in vacuum. Oh, ho, ho, that dog really likes the vacuum. The vacuum is in the right spot. He loves it. V is for vacuum. And do you know what this is? Yes, it's a violin. Violin. And there's the V in violin right there. V for violin. Watch this. Yes, those guys are playing the violin and dancing. So silly. So silly. All right, you guys. So we have talked about the letter V, and I want to see if you can help me find the letter V, okay? So I'm going to show you some cards. I want you to tell me when you see the letter V, all right? So let's see. Is this V? No, that's not the letter V. That's the letter X. All right. Oh, is this V? Yes, that's a V. It's a little V. Very good. Very good. All right, let's see. Is this V? No, that's a letter T. Nope, 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 nope. And then what about this? Ah, there's a V too. It's a big V. It's a V. All right, you guys, you did a great job today, okay? Thanks for coming to class, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye. Okay, so I still need to do the upload of the demo video, which I have the video already, and then the ID verification. This is where I'm going to submit my driver's license because I did not do that on the application yet. And then the background check usually takes about 48 hours. It's not very long. And then creating the course and then a class. All right, so what I did notice is that when I went back over to where I submitted the application, excuse me, at the top there were tabs, and I pressed on the home tab, and it showed me where my application is. So this is where I've submitted this is a copy of my application. It says it's under review. So if I wanted to make changes, I'm assuming I can make changes here. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, I sure could. Well, actually, no. It just shows what I submitted. So everything is blacked out. I cannot make changes, but yeah, I could see it there. And then I cannot upload anything. This upload demo video section is all grayed out. So I can't even see the guidelines that they are going to give me about my video. So I am still waiting on those guidelines. And then all this other stuff is grayed out too. So I will wait for them to get back with me, and then we will continue on with the application process. All right, so I had to take a little bit of a break and teach some classes and work on this video because actually after I made the video, it was actually too big to submit. So the size was not 100 mpb, I think it was. So I had to use Handbrake, like I said, or suggested before, to use Handbrake so you can shrink the size of it. And now I'm going to submit it and see what happens. But yeah, when you, it's a little bit confusing how to use Handbrake. So I could leave some directions down in the description box for you to go through because I had to find the directions and how to actually shrink the size. I've done it before, but I forgot how to do it. Done. So let's scroll down and see now what I have to do. So it says under review, and after they look at it, then I will submit some IDs. And and they'll verify those. But just keep in mind, it did say that you want to have a kid-friendly background, like I always talk about when you're making a demo video. You want to make your background look kind of like a classroom, or have some fun decorations that make it more interesting. It doesn't look just like your living room. So it did specify kid-friendly. So keep that in mind when you are making your video. Now you could just do a plain wall and post some pictures that you print out that could be kid-friendly pictures, and you can post them with something that's not going to hurt your wall, or you can get a background that I bought from Amazon. My background is actually from Amazon. I do have a link in the description box if you need something that's going to help you with your background, if you want to have like a pre-made background, and then you can just hang that some kind of way. I do have a stand that I hang my background from in order for it to stand up, but you can post it on a wall or do something else creatively to hang your background. So we're going to go into another day with this video because I have to wait for them to come back and review it and see what happens. All right, so here we are, ready for the next part of this. I got the video approved and they sent me emails, so it just took a day. Usually, since they're in Singapore, they usually are waking up when I'm going to bed, so after in the evening time they've had a chance to get to it, and then next morning I wake up and I have an approval the next day. So far it's kind of going like that, just to give you an idea how long it will take. So this is the email that I received here, and so it says please click here to continue. So I'm going to continue and see what to do next. Please upload pictures of your passport ID, both sides, your passport or ID, both sides, and a selfie including your passport ID card. No, I'm sorry, and a selfie holding your passport ID card. Make sure the selfie photo is clear, straight facing. You can upload up to 5 files here. Acceptable file formats: PNG, JPG, or JPEG. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that because I only took a copy of my ID on the front. So I'm going to do the back, take the selfie, and upload, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so I did it. I took a picture with my phone, and that would not upload onto their platform. It's not the format that they needed, surprisingly. So I took a picture on my computer instead using my webcam. I just held it up to the webcam and took the picture, and that was a JPEG file, so that was able to upload okay. So just so you know, the phone for some reason didn't work this time. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's different for you, but just in case you run into that problem, that's what I did. And I want to talk about this section again because when I look here under the ID verification, I didn't actually read this part to you. I read it after I went to the next page, and it says we need to verify your identity. Please submit the front and back photos of the ID and personal profile picture. The ID supports passport cards, U.S. or Canada driver's license, national ID card, U.S. state ID card, or Canadian provincial ID cards. So they had a little bit more information there to explain what kind of IDs would actually work. So I just want to make sure, because I don't want your questions to go unanswered for something like this. And so I'm under review again, and I'll wait for them to get back to me, and they will ask for permission. Usually they ask for permission to have a background check done. So I'll wait for, I'll get that, give them a permission, and then what comes after that? And then, creating a course and pass the audit. So let's read what it says about creating the course. Now that you have become a teacher of Allschool, you need to have a course. You can create your own course or create a course after obtaining the authorization of the course content provided by a third party. And then it says create a class. Now you can recruit students by creating a class. Okay, so more on that part next time when I get my approval. Okay, so now my class is under review, and what I decided to do was make it a one-time class. It's not going to be an ongoing class like I was doing before. I decided to just start out with a one-time class because that's the way you started on Outschool. You started with a one-time class, and then after you've taught that, then you go to ongoing classes. And I figured this is just a good way to get my feet wet with Allschool. And then I'll go from there. And plus, I didn't want to make a lot of lessons to start out with. You do have to create a lesson for your ongoing or one-time classes. And for ongoing classes, you have to make 4 of them. So I'm going to start out with the one-time class because you only have to make 1 lesson for that. And let's see how that works and if I have what kind of adjustments I have to make to that first. And then I'll know what to do in the future. I see here I did not title this correctly. I do have to fix that. I hope I can fix it. But anyhow, that's the title of my lesson for right now. I see here that my course photo does fit correctly. It didn't look like it fit when I first uploaded it. It looked like a lot was cut out of the picture. So I'm happy to see that this is actually coming out the way I uploaded it. And there's my video, and then my description just got all cramped together. I had spaces in between my paragraphs and everything just got scrunched together. So I don't know if that's going to affect the approval or not. I hope it's okay. But just know that it's going to be all lumped together when you submit it. And then there are my lesson objectives, and I'm going to be teaching on Zoom. I chose Zoom instead of the other platform that they have. If you choose the other platform, then you do they take less off for your they take less out of the pay. So you hold on to more of your class pay. But I'm just going to go with Zoom, and I'm teaching in English. You could teach with other in another language. I thought that was pretty interesting that you could teach with French, Spanish, and a couple others there. And again, my ages are 3 to 4, and my class frequency is 1 per week. So again, this was it was different. It took me a little bit of time to figure out exactly what to do. I did end up going to the help desk, which I didn't know about at first, but the help desk will show you more about Allschool orientation and the different things you need to know about it. And it does talk about how to create a course here, so you can read about what is expected. So I didn't know that at first, but now you do. So there's some more information that teachers should know on the Allschool workbench. So check that out, and that'll help you. So now I'm just going to wait on my approval for my course, and we'll see what happens. So now I'm waiting for the review to take place, and hopefully they will get back to me within a day or so. And we'll see if we have to make adjustments. And if we don't, then we get to actually post the class. So I get to come up with the times that I want my class to be offered. So that's where we're at in this process. All right, everybody. So I have gotten my exception letter. All right, you all. So I got my letter of approval, my email for approving my the class that I submitted. Again, I just did a class that was just a one-time class, trying to keep it simple for my first class on Allschool. And I realized that my description I needed to do a little tweaking to it because my description was for my ongoing course. And I was trying to make a one-time course for Allschool, so I had to wait for them to, I had to redo it and resubmit the class in order for it to be approved. And then they sent me an email, usually the day after, saying that, congratulations, you are accepted. So let's look at my accepted email. Exception. Okay, so here's what it says. It tells me that now how to open my classes. I can go to the Workbench website in order to get more information. I can press here if I want to. And then briefly, let's just look at these peak hours when they suggest that I can open up a class. They say that the popular weekday times for times for you according to your time zone. The popular weekday times are Singapore time, so that's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. targeting the U.S. West Coast. Okay, I'm not on the West Coast, but that gives me an idea. So 10 a.m. Singapore time, 10 a.m. Okay, and then Singapore time, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. targeting the U.S. East Coast. That would be more of when I could do it. I was thinking about a 10 a.m. class for my 10:30 class for CST, Central Standard Time Zone. So I think that would be 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that would work for their popular weekday times. So my class is going to work. And then they also have the 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. targeting Beijing and Singapore. Okay. So wait. So my class is actually going to work for the 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. time. I'm actually going to have to do it would be a half hour later than their popular time, because this 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Singapore time, that's going to be my morning time, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. time. And I think I'm just a little bit shy of that time. So I might have to do, I might have to go with the 8 a.m. or 8 a.m. on a Thursday. So, okay. So then, excuse me, the weekend classes, weekend times, I'm not going to do a weekend time, but it says, though not as popular as weekday classes, are picking up in popularity. Having said that, teachers are welcome to schedule classes at the times that fit their schedules. The platform is open and available 24 hours a day, every day. Other tips for attracting learners. Class size. Allschool recommends setting the minimum time number of students to 1 and the maximum number to 4. This helps to minimize class cancellations. Okay. And for example, if a teacher sets his or her class size to 3 to 6 students and only 2 students book the class 24 hours before that class begins, the system will automatically cancel the class for not having met the class size as by the teacher. As well, you want to make this class more appealing to parents. And initially, more parents will prefer to book a class with a smaller number of students. Okay. Self-introduction video. We've observed that teachers with high quality, good background lighting, sound, good video quality, self-introduction videos included in their profiles attract more bookings. And number 4, the new teaching tools ClassPod. We sincerely recommend you use ClassPod for teaching, which is better than Zoom with providing richer teaching tools, especially interactive tools that make your class more interesting. Know more about ClassPod. Well, I'm going to do ClassPod next time. I'm not doing it this time. I'm going to learn a little bit more about that. And if you have any questions, you can always find our customer service team by clicking the blue OK. So that's basically what I wanted to go through to know about the class. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to schedule a class and see what happens and tell you if I run into any kinks. Okay, so I had to really go back over those times because it was a little bit confusing. But what I figured is that I'm going to have to do an evening class, but this is how the time change goes for Central Standard Time. So peak time class between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Singapore time would be 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then they had 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Singapore time. So that would be 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then the 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Singapore time is 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And that is right now in February. Then when the time changes, there will be an hour difference. So that'll make us, instead of 12 hours or 14 hours difference, it's a 13-hour difference for Central Standard Time. I think I'm right on that. But that gives you an idea of how you could plan your time. So I'm going to make a class probably between 4 and 8 p.m. my time. But what I was kind of surprised about was that they are targeting, they have mostly Singapore students right now. I was kind of under the impression that they had a larger student base covering more countries, but it sounds like they're working up to that, but they're starting out in Singapore. And so we're working with their peak time zones. So something to keep in mind, they're growing. And so we want to work with what they're offering right now. So although you can offer your class 24 hours, they still have their peak hours, which they suggest. So, because that's what their the larger base of their students who are interested are booking for. So, all right, let's make the class. All right, so I went through the process of listing my class, ran into a couple of kinks because when you put your class times in on the platform, you will have to put your time in military time. So when I first put my class in at 5 o'clock, I was thinking 5 p.m. So I realized it turned out to be 5 a.m. So I'm going to have to figure out how to take that class down and put up a class that's military time and make sure that the time is right. So double check your times, guys. Make sure that you're looking up your time. You can just do a Google search and try to find a chart that will compare the times for you so that you will know exactly what the correct time is for your zone. And I don't want to say anything more about that because I don't want to give you wrong information. But that's just what I had to do. And then I decided to price my class at $8 an hour for a 25-minute class. It's just starter class. Actually, before I think last time I started with Outschool, I did it $5 an hour. So this time I'm doing it a little bit higher because I have a little bit more experience. But I still wanted my thing is keep your prices relatively low so you can get some people to try your class out, leave some reviews, and then you can raise your prices. So that's what I decided to list my class at, and everything else was pretty much straightforward. You just put your time in, how many students. I decided to do 4 because they suggested keeping your classes small. And that was pretty much it. So then I went to see my class on the page with other classes, like how it would look for the parents, and I noticed that my picture needed some adjusting because they put like this little bar with a little picture of you over top of your thumbnail. So that kind of cut into my face that I put on my thumbnail, which I was going to do a new thumbnail anyway because I wasn't completely happy with it. But I just want to do one quickly for just to get it done. And now I will make adjustments and, you know, kind of proportion, because it's kind of hard to figure out the times, the space that you need, or the size that you need your thumbnail to be. I'm not a master of figuring that part out, and it took me a few tries to actually get all the words and pictures in. So to get them laid out exactly the way they should look in a great way, I'm still working on that, but I had something to put up there for now, and I will adjust my picture to make it look a little bit better with everything up and out of the space of the bar. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the page where they list the classes so you can see how the pictures are going to look with the thumbnails. And it's just good to see like what other teachers are offering, get an idea of what's being offered, what the prices are. And you know, I always say you don't want to copy classes, but it's good to just do some market research and see what's out there so you can see what there's a lot of. Maybe you don't want to do a class at other classes if there's a lot of that same class, or you can know how you can make your class a little bit more interesting than the other classes that are there. So market research, it's important. See what your competition is doing. Do not copy, but see what they're doing. And yeah, that is about it. And I will keep you posted about what happens with the class, how the enrollments go, and if I need to, because it's a one-time class, so I will have to put a few classes up there after this one-time class, but we'll just let this one pass and then I'll add more. But I'll keep you posted. If you have questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I will leave my referral link down there too. I haven't gotten it yet, but when I do get it, I will put it down there. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and apply with my referral link, and I'll be here for you if you want to ask me any questions. As you see, I'm new to it all, but you know, if you have any questions, I'm here for you and I can help you with the process. So just send me an email, let me know that you use my referral link if you decide to go through with it. And my email is teacherlenalife@gmail.com. So thanks for watching, you guys. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead and give it a like. And I hope to see you again in another video. Bye for now.